there's no particular one instance that pops in my mind as a definitive Benny LaBarge moment that I was there for. But I can honestly say that there was the moments that stand out when we did recordings, like I say, Music Annex, and then we hear the final product, and Russell mixed it up, and we hear the final thing, and it's like, wow, it sounded a lot better here than I don't recall it being that good. But knowing that at the end product, it's like, well, maybe we actually can go someplace with this because it sounds that good. The other thing that pops in my mind is when we actually got dates to play showcases in Los Angeles, because then it's, how many bands want to play that stage at the Starwood, at the Whiskey, or Madam What, whatever. There's a lot more bands than there are people who actually get the chance to do that. We did, and not only did we get the chance to play it, we got to play on some not like a Monday or a Tuesday night. We got to play on some choice nights and sometimes headlining, like we did at the Whiskey. So, in a sense, we've got further than a lot of bands normally get, whether by luck or design. So that stands out. My fondest memories actually go back to when I first met Ben, and we're a couple of broke-ass high school kids who just loved to play guitar, and we're into a lot of the same kind of music, and learning from each other. And I was just marveling at how many original ideas that Benny would come up at one after another. That was his escape. That was his fantasy world that he lived in. And it was a good place to be, To this day, I was wondering, most people write their song lyrics down in a book of some kind. I wonder where did his go? I know I've got a few at home, and you can kind of tell something about that songwriting process. But just the idea that, there were no such things as video games then. There was no cell phones. There was no social network or anything like that. This was what we did. This is as good as it got. And we made the most of it and became somewhat, locally popular doing that. And we didn't do it with the idea in mind of a Y&T of we're going to take over the world someday and make a lot of money at it and own wineries and have our wine bottles with our name on. That kind of stuff never entered our mind. But any particular one instance that I can think of, not really, other than going on stage at a show that really mattered, like the Whiskey, and knowing that you have various celebrities out there. It's like, wow, this is like one step from the big time. All we have to do now is get a record deal, and then we're in the game.